Allow this warm story to wrap you in comfort tonight. The Surprising Journey of Campanula and Magnolia. This story is about a young girl named Campanula and her pet ferret, Magnolia, who discover hidden treasures in a magical forest. On a crisp autumn evening, Campanula, a curious young girl with eyes that sparkled like the stars, stood at the edge of the forest, holding a small lantern. Her loyal pet ferret, Magnolia, with a coat as soft as a cloud, scurried around her feet. The forest was a place of endless wonder for them, filled with secrets waiting to be discovered. Campanula had always been fascinated by the stories her grandmother told about the forest's hidden magical springs. Tonight, she decided to explore the forest in search of one. As they ventured deeper, the air grew cooler, and the shadows longer, but Campanula's spirit remained undaunted. Magnolia, the ferret, was always a step ahead, sniffing the ground and darting for the underbrush. Suddenly Magnolia stopped and twitched her whiskers, indicating something unusual. Campanula followed Magnolia's gaze and saw a faint glow in the distance. The glow led them to an ancient oak tree with no roots and branches that seemed to reach for the skies. At the base of the tree, there was a small, sparkling spring that whispered stories of old. Campanula knelt beside it and dipped her hand into the water. Cool liquid tingled against her skin, and she felt an overwhelming sense of tranquility. Magnolia hopped onto Campanula's shoulder and nuzzled her cheek as if to say, "This is our secret place." They spent hours by the spring, marveling at its beauty and the tiny magical creatures that danced on the water's surface. Just as they were about to leave, Campanula noticed something glittering in the spring. She reached in and retrieved a small unmade key. Intrigued, she decided to see what it might unlock. Campanula and Magnolia continued their journey until they stumbled upon an old ivy-covered chest hidden in the undergrowth. With trembling hands, Campanula inserted the key into the lock. The chest flipped open to reveal a treasure trove of memories, of old letters, trinkets, and a locket with a picture of her grandmother as a young girl. Tears welled up in Campanula's eyes as she realized the importance of the discovery. It was a connection to her family's past, a link to the stories her grandmother had shared. As the night grew darker, Campanula and Magnolia made their way back home with the chest. Her heart was light with the discoveries they had made, and she couldn't wait to share them with her grandmother. That night, Campanula snuggled in her bed with Magnolia at her side, dreaming of the adventures they would have in the days to come. The forest still held many secrets, and together, they were ready to uncover them all. Another story awaits to soothe your heart. Bluebonnet's Tender Night. This story is about Pea and her unique friendship with a shadow creature named Bluebonnet, holding their bond of tenderness and mutual care. Once upon a time in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a young girl named Pea. He had a unique friend, a shadow creature named Bluebonnet. Bluebonnet wasn't like other shadow creatures. He had a soft, velvety coat that shimmered under the moonlight and eyes that glowed a gentle blue. He and Bluebonnet shared a special bond, one that was built on trust, kindness, and an understanding that words often couldn't convey. Each night, as the stars began to twinkle, Pea would sneak out of her little cottage to meet Bluebonnet by the ancient oak tree that stood at the edge of the village. The tree's branches stretched out like the arms of an old friend, welcoming them into its embrace. Bluebonnet would emerge from the shadows, his eyes twinkling with the same excitement as Pea's. They would sit together, Pea leaning against the sturdy trunk, while Bluebonnet curled around her legs, his fur soft and comfort. They spoke of dreams and wishes, of the world beyond the village and the adventures they longed to have. Pea's voice would soften as she whispered her deepest hopes to Bluebonnet, and he would listen, his presence a testament to the tenderness that flowed between them. One cool autumn evening, as the leaves whispered secrets in the breeze, P noticed a small tear in Bluebonnet's ear. Concerned, she gently asked him how it happened. Bluebonnet's eyes softened as he explained that while he was protecting the village from a lurking danger, a branch had caught him. His heart swelled with gratitude and tenderness. She tore a strip from her handkerchief and carefully wrapped it around Bluebonnet's ear. As she did, Bluebonnet nuzzled her cheek, his gesture filled with love and appreciation. From that night on, P and Bluebonnet's bond only grew stronger. He would bring her friend little trinkets and snacks she made, and Bluebonnet in turn would always be there, watching over her and the village. Each gesture, no matter how small, was a testament to their profound connection. On nights when the world seemed harsh and cold, P knew she could always find warmth in Bluebonnet's presence. His constant companionship was the epitome of tenderness, a reminder that true friends stand by each other, no matter what. And as they sat together under the ancient oak tree, the stars above shining down like a million guardian angels, P and Bluebonnet knew that their friendship was a magical testament to the power of love and kindness that could light up even the darkest of nights. Here's another gentle story for you. Miracles in Amaryllis Thing Singing Meadow. This story is about Flax, a young girl who alongside her village brings life back to a magical amaryllis in the singing meadow through the power of belief in miracles. In a quaint village edged by vast, golden meadows lived a young girl named Flax. Every morning, she would visit the meadow, enchanted by its delicate blossoms swaying harmoniously with each breeze. Among the myriad blossoms, there was one unique flower, a radiant amaryllis, known to sing melodies that touched hearts. The singing meadow, as it was fondly called, was the heart's delight of villagers. One misty morning, as Flax meandered through the meadow, she noticed Amaryllis wilted and silent. Devastated, she knelt beside it, her tears mingling with the dewdrops. "My dearest flower, why have you lost your song?" she whispered, cradling the delicate petals. That night, a gentle voice visited her dreams, saying, "To reunite the melody, a true heart must believe in miracles." The next day, Flax decided to spread word of the miracle that could save Amaryllis. The villagers, though skeptical at first, gathered round the wilted flower, each offering a piece of their heart's hopes. For days they sang, shared stories and filled the air with laughter, believing in the impossible. On the seventh day, as the sun began to dip below the horizon, a soft hum resonated. The amaryllis, with its radiant petals, stood tall and sang once more, its melody more profound and beautiful than ever. The meadow seemed to glow, as if the very earth had come alive. Flax and the villagers danced in joy, their hearts light with the renewed hope of miracles. And thus Singing Meadow thrived, with Amaryllis as its luminous herald, always reminding them that true belief could weave the most wondrous miracles. Let's wander further into tonight's stories. Clover and Dahlia, A Light at the Side of the Wind. This story is about a young girl named Clover who is chosen by the air elemental Dahlia to inherit a legacy that binds her to the wind, making her a guardian of nature. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in a verdant valley, lived a young girl named Clover. She had a heart as pure as a morning dew and a spirit that sparkled like the stars at dusk. Clover's grandmother often told her stories of the elementals, majestic and ethereal beings, who danced with the wind and painted the sky with their breezes. Among them was Dahlia, an elemental with wings of silver and eyes like the clearest spring day. One evening, while Clover sat by the riverside, she felt a gentle breeze envelop her. To her astonishment, it was Dahlia, the fabled air elemental, hovering beside her. Dahlia's presence was calming and invigorating all at once. With a voice that sounded like a whispering wind, Dahlia spoke of the legacy the air elementals carry. They were guardians of stories, keepers of dreams, and protectors of the essence of nature. Dahlia explained that her time on Earth was ending, and she needed to pass her legacy to a worthy soul. She chose Clover because of her gentle kindness and deep connection to the natural world. Clover listened intently, her heart pounding with excitement and reverence. Dahlia taught Clover the secrets of the wind, how to listen to its tales, how to harness its energy, and most importantly, how to protect and cherish it. Clover practiced diligently, and with each passing day, she grew closer to the elements. The day came when Dahlia had to leave, her form dissolving into a myriad of shimmering lights. She left Clover with a parting gift, a silver pendant that glowed with the light of 1,000 sunsets. From that moment on, Clover dedicated her life to preserving the legacy of the air elementals. She became a beloved figure in her village, sharing stories and wisdom, and teaching others to respect and safeguard the wind. Through her actions, Clover ensured that the essence of Dahlia and the air elementals lived on. And so, the winds whispered of Clover's name, a testament to her unwavering dedication and the beautiful legacy she upheld. Good night. May you find comfort in your dreams.